Hello, everybody. All right, so the husband and I, as you guys know, or some of you know, at least my friends know, husband and I have been gardening here in this ground for years. And I mean, it does all right, but then there's some things that do absolutely terrible. So we did something new this year. And we got some raised garden beds. Yep. I've been putting it off for years. It's something I've been wanting to do, but I put it off for years. Mainly because, well, dirt in the ground is free, and I was too cheap to want to pay for dirt. But after having several problems with our dirt and not being able to grow some things and whatever, finally just decided to break down and do it. So this is my live recording so we can follow the adventure on how this is going to turn out this year, what I'm going to learn, what I might have to change, and all that stuff. So, for my own records, and for you, if you like to garden and watch this kind of stuff, cool. So here we have our strawberry bed. Oh, by the way, we filled these beds with a mixture of half topsoil and half horse compost, basically. And this bed here is onions, and then down in there is potatoes. And then over here, only thing so far that we have, which around the corners and stuff, I'm going to be also coming out here and planting some flowers and, just other things. Because right here, all I have basically right now is tomatoes. We have super sweets. I can't remember what this one was because I lost the tag. And then we have Roma, Orange Jubilee, and another super sweet. And then in between each tomato plant, like right in there, I'm going to put some basil, and then there will be some other stuff that'll go in here too. And then, like I said, flowers, marigolds and stuff around the edges, maybe some zinnias, kind of pretty it up and bring in the pollinators, the good stuff. And then over here in this bed, and it has a arch. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. It's got an arch. So at each point here, we have peas, regular peas on each pole there. And then on this side over here, we have sweet peas. And then they'll grow over the arch and look pretty and be easier to pick. And then right here we got some butternut squash, some zucchini, which these butternut squashes we're hoping are going to grow, over the arch as well. So that should be cool. I have a net to put on there, which I haven't got to yet. So it'll have plenty of spots to grab a hold of. And then I just shoved some more onions wherever I could shove them. And then here we have some pepper plants. And then one butternut squash at the end so that it can just, trellis along the ground over there. And some Swiss chard. And then the rest of this bed has not been planted yet. So as you can see, I got plenty, if I back up maybe, I got plenty of room to expand. I still got to get cucumbers and then I have some right here. I have some cabbage. I got some Brussels sprouts over there, but I think those are going to go in their own little, like I got a bunch of these grow bags, which I'll show you here in a little bit. I'm going to grow those in their own grow bags because these are going to be in the ground the longest, clear into fall. So I kind of wanted them out of the garden beds. That way I can succession plant, if I need to. And then over here, like I said, we got regular peas in the corners here. And then I'm going to, in between each of these, like in between that and that, like right there, I'm going to put some cucumbers. But these here are broccoli. We got 4 broccoli and 4 cauliflower. And then we got 2 more types of peppers over there. And we got some kale. And down here, you guessed it, I always overbuy because I'm obsessed with tomatoes. We got some more tomatoes. Yay! So many tomatoes. I'm just addicted to them. They're one of my favorite things to grow. And then, as you can see, I got a couple spots where I can add some more stuff. And then these are also going to all have some flowers at the edges. And, you know, dabbled in between there. Wherever I can fit them at. So that should be fun. I got plenty room. I got one. Gosh, I could probably fit 10 more plants around in here somewhere. But these are the grow baskets I was talking about. These are the extra large grow baskets. This one has some more potatoes in it. That's Edward's. This is Edward's bed. And this is Edward's bed. We're having kind of like a grow competition going on this year. See who does the bestest of them all. Oh, and also that grow bag there, and here's my flower garden. Yes, for those of you that know, it looks pathetic and sad. So we got rid of the chickens because they were getting to be about no more laying. They were getting old. So we got rid of the chickens and we decided to get ducks. Well, we went with ducks because everybody said, well, ducks are not as destructive as chickens are, so why don't you get some ducks? So we did. And they're right, ducks are not quite as destructive in the gardens as chickens with digging everything up. But they also like to bed in anything that is tall. And they bedded in all my garden. So yeah, yay me, I get to replace a lot of the stuff that my ducks have destroyed this year. But you know me, I love gardening, so I'll fill it up in no time. No biggie. But we're getting a fence. We're going to put a fence from there all the way to that edge there. That way they will not have access to any of this backyard part, which I kind of feel bad about, but not, because they still have all of this. So, yeah. Oh, but anyways, what I was saying was back to the experiment. This here is also Edward's. That's his Orange Jubilee. That's his favorite tomato. So he gets his own Orange Jubilee this year, along with those other 2 beds over there that I showed you. And that grow bag over there that's also full of potatoes. So the experiment is these 2 grow bags here are filled with Miracle-Gro. So it's going to be interesting to see how these 2 grow bags do with the Miracle-Gro dirt versus the topsoil and compost filled beds. So that's interesting. I know I'm still going to have to feed everything. Of course, you know, you got to feed your stuff or else, you know, it ain't going to do very good. But I don't know, it's just going to be interesting to see if it does any better than, you know, doing it in the ground. And then there's the husband. So basically, yes, he's drinking beer. I gave them the dimensions of our flower beds, and they came back with, I needed 5 tons of dirt to fill all of those flower beds. Huh? Oh, whatever. And, okay, so this pile, as you can tell, is a topsoil. And it was double that size. It came all the way out to here where these black grow bags are, is what they sold me. This, just right here, out to them black grow bags. They said was 5 tons of dirt. Because that's what they said by their measurements I would need. I paid $213 for that. Yeah. And then this pile over here is the horse compost that's been aged. She said it's a couple years old, plus, you know, some of it this year as well. But you know what she charged me for that? $33 for just as much dirt as they charged me $200 for. Can you believe that shit? Unbelievable. And so we mixed it, you know, half and half, whatever. Because we, you know, figured that would just be the best way to do it. And now I'm left with all this extra. So I'm thinking I probably should have just went with that. And I don't know, can you garden and just compost, I wonder? And left with that. But we did start our own compost bin, which Edward built out of, you guessed it, yep. So a lot of this compost is going to be put in here. That way it will also hopefully start to break down what we have started here. That's from cleaning out our, you know, our duck coop or whatever. So yeah. Oh, and these are all the other bags. Y'all, these bags were cheap. I got them off of Amazon. It's 10 bags for like $23. Can you believe that? And they're big. How many bags of Miracle-Gro and stuff? Huh? 2.5 big bags filled. 1 bag or 2 bags? 2 bags. So these are quite large. You can grow potatoes, tomatoes, you know, whatever else you want to grow in them. So that's that. I'll bring you back again when I get some more stuff planted. If you have any ideas of what the hell to do with all this extra dirt, let me know. Bye. Oh, one more thing. Here's the punks. There's the punks that ruined my flower garden. Begging for, guess what? Worms. Their life only cares about worms.